Namaste. Hello, Chonkum Shakya here, and it's another beautiful sunny day. I had a hat on, but it made my entire face a shadow, which yeah, I just took it off. So things are going well. It's day 6, and everything's going really well. I'm feeling good, and yes, very accustomed to the whole raw thing. Juicing thing. Um, I started reading a good book that I've had for quite some time today by Dr. Norman Walker called Colon Health, and I'm just like really surprised by it, about how good it is. I thought, I've had it for a few years, and I thought it, didn't likely have too much to offer me because, I've been doing my colonics for years, um, pretty regularly. And frankly, I'm still having all kinds of issues. And so that would kind of make me question the whole colon hydrotherapy thing. And, there are those who, um, you know, don't agree with colon hydrotherapy. But I've been doing it for years, as I said. I found it very useful. I especially found it useful in the very beginning. Um, but, um, yeah, as you do more and more, and I like still have all these issues, I'm like, come on, I must have done enough colonics by now. Why do I still keep needing them? So it was kind of incredibly refreshing to read um, Dr. Walker's treatise on the colonic, and his recommendation is to do it twice a year, but a series of 6 to 12 twice a year or something like that. Of course, you might be thinking, oh, but colonics are so expensive, and I might be thinking, oh, don't I know it? Um, because they can be. I think they, on average, they're, you know, close to $100 per session. Um, However, this is much less expensive than the hospital stay or whatever else you might have to have due to not having colonics. Um, but yeah, still I've been like, okay, it can't be doing too much for me because I just like still just keep seeming to need them all the time. And but just reading his recommendation and then reading some of the other things he writes about in this book, he basically connects every part of your body to your colon. And, if you've looked into acupuncture or reflexology, you've connected, you've seen the connections between your feet, your hands, your ears, and every part of your body. But the colon, too. And there's like this incredible connection there with where your colon gets blocked and where you have health issues. And so on the one hand, that's like incredibly fascinating. On the other hand, it's like just illuminating. Just like, oh, yes, there must be something. And of course there is. If I've got Lyme disease and it's been hiding out for years, one of my thoughts is that with my raw foods, I simply uncovered, and colonics, I uncovered where they had been hiding, and this is why I started developing symptoms now. As I did develop them while I was 100% raw for a year and a half, and that's one of the reasons I stopped being 100% raw. I was like, well, what's going on? Why is my health so much worse? But this also connects to the whole idea that you might have heard of when you're healing, you go backwards and things present from previously in your life and like come out or flare up again. And I think that's what happened with the Lyme disease, that it happened while I was 100% raw. And it totally makes sense with what I'm reading about the colon and colon hydrotherapy, that there are some pockets there and there are parasites hiding out there, Lyme bacteria hiding out there, maybe other stuff. And so, yes, I still need more colonics. I still need more juicing, and I really need my raw foods, and it's going to get taken care of. And I'm like so 100% positive with this now, as this also connects everything that I know about spiritually to the body, and the gross body and the psychic body. The colon is an integral part of their connection. And why eat raw? I started eating raw through yoga, and through yoga as well. There aren't colonics, but something just like them. Is a part of yogic tradition, cleaning out the body, purifying the body so that everything will work right to bring your energy up. I am talking about chakras now, to bring your energy up from your Muladhara chakra up to your Sahasrara chakra. I might not have said that right, but to your crown chakra. And this is what you have to go through with enlightenment. And so, yeah, he touches on a little bit of this stuff, which I know more intimately as a yogini and Zen priest. But, these different strands of knowledge are now getting connected through the colon and this lovely book about the colon. So it's been a really, really exciting day. And that's all I'm going to talk about now. Namaste. I will check in tomorrow. Have a blessed and beautiful day.